Hi everyone. In this video we are going to talk about the Paleozoic era of the Phanerozoic Eon. Phanerozoic Eon is the current eon of Earth. We all are living in this eon only. In earlier videos we have covered 4 billion years of Earth's 4.5 billion years history. We would see that the life would be easily visible everywhere on the Earth in this eon. The Phanerozoic Eon has been divided into 3 eras, which are known as Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic eras. This video is all about the events happening in the Paleozoic era. The time span of the Paleozoic era is 540 million years ago to 250 million years ago. At the beginning of the Paleozoic era, the conditions on the Earth were just right for the life to diversify. There was enough oxygen in the atmosphere. The ozone layer provided a shield against the ultraviolet rays of the sun, and the temperature was 15 degrees Celsius. All these conditions were very conducive for the life to proliferate in the ocean and on the land. The Paleozoic era is divided into 6 smaller segments of time which are called periods. The names of these periods are Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous and Permian. Let's talk about the Cambrian period, whose time span is 540 million years to 480 million years ago from now. In geologic calendar, it is shown as the time between November 19 to November 23rd. Cambrian period is named after Cambria, which is the Latin name for Wales in the United Kingdom. At the beginning of this period, the length of a day was 21 hours, and the supercontinent of Pannotia began to break up. The sea was relatively warm and the sea level was 4 meters to 90 meters above the present day sea level. There wasn't any polar ice. This period is known for the Cambrian explosion event, which was rapid expansion in life diversity of sea animals. Almost all phyla of marine animals evolved in this period. The marine animal life was dominated by trilobites and the complex algae evolved. There wasn't any land plant yet. Now let's talk about the Ordovician period, whose time span is 480 million years to 440 million years, and in geologic calendar which is shown as the time between November 23rd to November 26th. The word Ordovician comes from the Welsh tribe Ordovices. The continent of Gondwana moved from the equator to the South Pole, and the continent Laurentia collided with the continent Baltica. In context of life, the Great Ordovician biodiversification event happened, under which the marine animal groups evolved and diversified, such as primitive cephalopods, fish and corals. There was little or no life on land. 440 million years ago, the Ordovician Silurian mass extinction event happened. The cause of the mass extinction was the glaciation of Gondwana, which resulted in a major drop in the sea level. The glaciation also caused the icehouse Earth. It killed all life established along the Gondwana coast. 60% of marine invertebrates and 25% of families became extinct. With this, we come to the Silurian period of the Paleozoic era, whose time span is 440 million years ago to 420 million years ago. In geologic calendar, it is shown as the time between November 26th and November 28th. Silurian was named after the Latin name for the Celtic tribe of Wales. In this period, there were 4 continents whose names were Gondwana, Laurentia, Baltica and Siberia. The continent of Gondwana consisted of the modern-day landmass of Africa, South America, Australia, Antarctica and India. In Laurentia, it was North America with parts of Europe. In Baltica, it was rest of the Europe, and Siberia, the modern landmass of Northern Asia. In this period itself, there was meltdown of icehouse Earth that got created in the earlier period. Because of that, there was mass evolution of fish. 430 million years ago, a day consisted of 22 hours. The temperature was 20 degrees Celsius and oxygen reached to the modern day levels of 21%. And this was the time when the fully terrestrial life on land appeared. It included fungi and myriapods. Some early land plants could also be seen on the land areas. Now let's talk about the Devonian period, whose time span is 420 million years to 360 million years, which is shown in geologic calendar as the time between November 28th and December 3rd. It is named after Devon, England. A huge diversification of fish happened in this period, because of which this period is known as an age of fish. On land, plant groups diversified. First trees started to appear. Shrub-like forests of early plants also existed. 400 million years ago, a day consisted of 22 hours and 8 minutes. Temperature was 23 degrees Celsius. Oxygen was a little more than what we have today. It was 24%. First breathing animals on land could be seen. First sharks could be seen in the ocean, and the first tetrapods could also be seen. 360 million years ago, the late Devonian extinction event happened, because of which 70% of all species became extinct. Now we come to the Carboniferous period, whose time span is 360 million years ago to 300 million years ago in geologic calendar, which is shown as December 3rd to December 8th time. In this period, tropical swamps dominated the earth. Large number of trees grew. About 90% of all coal of earth was deposited in Carboniferous period. In this period itself, first reptiles appeared. Throughout the Carboniferous period, there was a cooling pattern. This led to the glaciation of Gondwana, as it was located near the South Pole. This event is known as the Permian Carboniferous glaciation event. Now we come to the last period of the Paleozoic era, whose name is Permian. This name is derived from the Russian region of Perm. The time span of the Permian period is 300 million years to 250 million years ago. In geologic calendar, it is shown as the time between December 8th to December 12th. The supercontinent of Pangaea, which had started building up in the late Carboniferous period, had taken its shape in the Permian period. Pangaea was huge, and it was surrounded by a vast ocean named Panthalassa. Pangaea is also the most recent supercontinent to have existed. The climate of the Permian period was dry as compared to that of the Carboniferous period. Seasons were harsh because the interior of Pangaea was far away from the Panthalassa ocean. In this period, the first conifer trees evolved. The ancestor of modern mammals, Dimetrodon and Edaphosaurus, also roamed the land. At the end of the Permian period, an event happened which is known as the Great Dying Event. This was the greatest mass extinction of all time, in which more than 95% of species became extinct. With this, we come to the end of this video. In the next videos, we'll be learning about the Mesozoic and Cenozoic eras of the Phanerozoic Eon. Keep watching the videos. Thank you very much. Bye.